the time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Quickly complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete on the right side. Bounced off his feet.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll toss it to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Grab near the marker, it's Howard. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Toss to the left. Howard's through the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end now in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Millen! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Running into the open space. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw. It's Washington. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They want to run this quarterback. Turning. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And now the hit knocks it loose.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The corners are walked up tight. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll go to the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Looking for a gap. It's McLaurin. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Washington. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. Gets away from 1. Finds some space. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Worthy. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Second down coming up. They'll try the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Creates a little space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He leaves it with his back. Creates a little room. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw. It's Washington. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass, it's Worthy. Fires to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, I understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Trojans are flying down the field.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab on the left. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
To the air, it's Worthy. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on.
Turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Terrapin. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Worthy. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying play action. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple of more times. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Washington. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's White. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Still on his feet. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop